Okay, so it's Matthew 22 today. Does anyone remember what we read yesterday?
Fig tree.
Uh-huh.
He said, the wise man said, Howard grew up.
The wise men said that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Why does Jesus talk in parables so much?
When you use a picture to teach somebody, they understand better what you're saying. The kingdom of heaven may be compared to a king. Listen really closely and see if you guys can understand what the picture is here. Be compared to a king who gave a wedding feast for his son and saying, "Tell those who are invited, I have prepared dinner." They paid no attention and went off. For many are called, but few are chosen. Who knows what that would mean? Okay, so let's think about the parable. The king who has a son, and there's a wedding feast. Who do you think those represent?
Here, God, and then his son. Herod.
I don't think Herod's in this story. If God is the king, and he's sending out to invite people to a wedding feast, who do you think he's inviting?
Christians and other people.
And who do you think were the people who wouldn't come?
Non-Christians.
So people who God calls and they're like, I don't have time for church, I don't have time for my Bible, I don't have time to pray, I don't have time for God. Then he goes and goes out just to the roads and he brings in everyone. Who do you think that's a picture of?
All of us.
All of us ragtag people who God called to be Christians, huh? Who do you think was the guy without the wedding garment? That's a hard one to understand, isn't it? What I think is it's someone who wants to go to heaven, but they don't want to make any changes in their life to follow Jesus. Easy to say, I'm a Christian, I believe Jesus, I want to go to heaven, right? It says this is the way you're supposed to live, and it's opposite to how we want to live. We don't want to be kind to our enemies, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to tell the truth if it's going to hurt us, right?
No.
We don't want to do these things that God calls us to, but he asks us to change our life to live for him.
How
This
do you
man,
be nice to your enemies?
that's a hard thing to do.
There are enemies.
I think the man who didn't put on a wedding garment was someone who wasn't willing to make any changes in his life. He wanted to come to the wedding feast, but he didn't want to do what the master expected him to do to come. He said, "Why put me to the test, you hypocrites?" I mean, what is a hypocrite?
A hypocrite is a bad name. I can't explain it. I'm stupid.
Someone who says one thing and does another. The thing about Jesus, he always knew exactly what to say. Don't you wish we could have that?
Sometimes I don't know what to draw. So I'm like, what do I draw?
All right, that's it for today.
Yeah!